Jordan's army says a car bomb has killed 6 people on its border with Syria. These are some of the first images of the explosion near the Rukban refugee camp on the Syrian side of the border. 14 people have been injured. There are reports the attack was launched from the Syrian side of the border. No group has yet claimed responsibility. We're going to talk to Reza Sayah now about this. Reza, what more do we know about what's been happening?
Yeah, Rob, this is an incident that once again highlights how complicated this conflict in Syria has become and how the conflict has spread to all of the country's borders. This is an incident that took place around 5:30 a.m. local time. We're still working to find out details, but according to Jordanian military officials, this incident involved a car bomb that went off near a Syrian refugee camp along the Syrian-Jordanian border. According to Jordanian military officials, at least 6 people were killed, 14 people were injured. We're working to see how many of the casualties were civilians and how many were security guards. A little bit about the camp. The camp is called al-Rukban. It's in a very remote desert region along the Syrian-Jordanian border. This is a makeshift camp full of tents where tens of thousands of Syrian refugees had gathered and waited, hoping to get into Jordanian territory. According to Jordanian military officials, this was a car that was booby-trapped, and possibly, based on what we know, as border guards approached it, that's when it was detonated. Jordanian military officials also telling us other, quote, hostile vehicles were destroyed. It's not clear exactly what they mean by hostile vehicles or if there were people inside of these vehicles. But again, according to Jordanian military officials, other hostile vehicles were destroyed. No one at this point has claimed responsibility, but obviously ISIL will be suspected. ISIL, of course, controls large areas of territory in Syria, and they've been known to carry out similar attacks. And obviously, the government of Jordan, backed by the U.S., has widened its crackdown against ISIL in Syrian territory as well as Jordan itself. But again, no claim of responsibility at this moment. And this is, again, it's an incident that highlights how complicated this war is. And also, one day after UN's World Refugee Day, also highlights the danger refugees continue to be in, even as they escape the conflict in Syria.
Reza, thanks very much indeed. Reza Sayah there in Gaziantep. We're going to be coming back to Reza as we get more details on this story.